Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. Why people fail to become fluent in English? Yes, this is very true. 80% of people fail to become fluent in English. Have you ever wondered what is the reason why people fail to become fluent in English? Well, don't worry. Today in this session, I'm going to speak on this topic. I'm going to tell you why people fail to become fluent in English, the reasons and the solutions, what things we can take care of. This is very true. And trust me on this, there are lots of factors involved in this. Why we all can't become fluent in English. In spite of all the things we do, or the lot of things we are not able to do. Okay, so there are lots of reasons, there are lots of factors which influence this thing. So today in this video, I am going to take up the reasons why we are not able to achieve fluency, or why 80% of people who want to speak fluent English are not able to become fluent and confident in English, and what is the solution to it. So guys, on that note, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. But if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, quickly subscribe my channel, like and share my videos, do write your comments in the comment section, and do not forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content on this channel. What you have to do is stay tuned, stay connected, and watch my entire video to master this skill. Now let's begin with the topic. So as I told you, why people are not able to become fluent and confident in speaking in English. And data or research says that 80% of people are not able to speak fluent English. Why? Why it's a huge number? Why this percentage is so big? I'm going to discuss all the reasons here in this video. So let's get started with reason number 1. The first thing is consistency. Now, whenever we have to learn a language, right, we have to be consistent. We have to speak it continuously. We have to be very alert that we have to answer some questions. We have to ask some questions in English. We have to reply in English. We have to ask in English. We have to say in English or describe anything in English. So we have to be very alert. But since we don't have an English background, people around us don't speak English. So it gets very difficult for us to speak English continuously like our mother tongue. Okay, so that is a big reason why we are not very consistent in speaking in English. And that is why it takes a lot of time or a long time for us to become fluent in English. Okay, and then it depends on how consistent are you in speaking every day in English. Like I said, the whole day you can't speak in English, right? But some people try to come up with some timetable. Okay, like 4 to 6 I'm going to dedicate to English speaking. So they try at least. They give a slot, right? 4 to 6 I'm going to dedicate to English speaking. So they take some efforts, they practice English speaking, and they start gaining confidence and fluency slowly and steadily, right? Some people start thinking the other way. They start taking advantage of the situation, whichever situation they have. They grab those opportunities and they start speaking in English. When they're, for example, when they're in office, they make up their mind that I am going to talk to my colleagues in English. I am going to talk to my manager in English. I am going to attend a meeting, whichever is scheduled, and I'm going to speak in that meeting in English. And when I'll come back from office, probably I will talk about the whole day, how it was in English. So this is how, some people take extra efforts in practicing English speaking. So wherever they are, whatever situation they are in, they try to speak in English. They're not scared. They're not afraid. They're not shy of speaking in English. So they make it a point that, I'm in college, I'm in school, or I'm in office. I'm going to speak in English, whatever it takes. So the duration is more, right? You're understanding the difference. One person has allotted 4 to 6 to practice English speaking. The other person is taking advantage of the situation and he or she is dedicating the whole time to speaking in English in office, and after coming back also, the person is trying to speak in English about the entire day. So, who is putting more efforts, who is putting more energy, who is more consistent in English speaking, in practicing English speaking? Who will win the race? Obviously, the person who is dedicating more time, is more consistent in speaking in English, will win the race. So that is why 80% of people fail in achieving the target, right? So that is why we have to be a little intelligent. We should be a smart worker. We should not be a hard worker. We need to take advantage of the situation. Okay, so this is how you have to come up with your English speaking routine or English practice sessions, like where you are going to, how you're going to speak up, what you are going to do about it, right? How much time you are going to dedicate, how you're going to create an English environment around you, how you're going to be consistent in speaking in English the whole day. Another example I'm going to give here is, I told you, I've given this technique or tip also, like the whole day you can just describe your actions, your feelings, your emotions, your experiences, your thoughts, your ideas in English. Whatever you're feeling like, I am hungry, or I feel like drinking some coffee, or I want to have some ice cream, I want to go out for shopping. Whatever your thoughts are, whatever you want to do, whatever you are seeing, whatever you are experiencing, etc., etc. So the activities you do, the situation you are in, you can just speak about it in English. Okay, to yourself. You don't need to speak to everybody around you, like what you are doing. When you're cooking, when you're studying, when you are playing a sport, when you are watching TV, or if you're watching something on your mobile, right? Take out some time to speak about it, what you have watched. Or what did you learn from that? Anything of that sort, so that you will continuously, it's a cycle that the whole day, after a certain interval of time, you are speaking in English. Okay, so this is consistency. You have to be consistent in speaking in English. It should not be like, today I have spoken in English half a day. Maybe after a week, then you start practicing again. Don't do that. Every single day, the maximum you'll give to English speaking or practicing English speaking, the better you're going to get at it. And the faster you're going to improve and faster you're going to achieve your target for sure. So consistency is very important. And by consistency, what I mean is this, what I've just spoken about. Okay, point number 2. Practicing right. Now, what I mean by practicing right, which means the method you are using to speak or to practice English speaking will decide how easily, effortlessly, and fastly you are going to achieve your target. So practicing in the right way does matter. So what is the right method of practicing English speaking, right? That must be your question right now. So the best practice method is to speak on real life situations, conversations, and real life topics. Now, what do I mean by this? This very simple tip which I'm going to give you. When you speak in your mother tongue, you just have to realize or analyze what kind of topics you are speaking about. How you're having a conversation with your mom, with your brother, your sister, your friends, or your colleagues, or your neighbor, or anybody around you. Whenever you are going out or in-house, you're having a conversation with people on what topic you're speaking. What is the question which has been asked and the conversation went ahead? How did you reply? How did the other person reply? What was the question? So we have to focus on all these small things, right? Start picking up from your mother tongue. Start picking up questions and topics from your mother tongue. And try to use those topics, conversations, real life situations to speak in English or to practice English speaking. For example, yesterday was Mother's Day. So we as a family started having a discussion about what are we going to do on Mother's Day, right? So my kids started making a Mother's Day card, right? So she and her dad started preparing for a Mother's Day card. So both were busy the whole day doing that art and craft. So she came up with a Mother's Day card and then we planned for dinner, right? So this is how we started talking about and we started planning. So basically Mother's Day. We can take up this topic, whatever we have spoken about in our mother tongue, we can just take up this topic and start speaking about it in English. As I told you, my kids started preparing a Mother's Day card. She came up with the idea that I'm going to make a card for my mom. Okay, so she had some ideas. She spoke to her dad about it. They both became a team and they started coming up with a nice card for Mother's Day. And then we planned for a dinner outside. So this is how we can speak about it. I'm not going to get into details. I'm just telling you how we can take up the topic. As I told you that yesterday was Mother's Day and this is the whole day. This was a discussion which was there in our house. So you can also take up any such topic and start speaking in English about it. Whatever you said, whatever, somebody else came up with and how the discussion went ahead. You can just start replicating that in English or repeating that in English or imitating that in English. I've spoken about imitation technique, guys. The same applies here. You have to imitate any situation, any circumstances, any scenario which you have witnessed, which you have been a part of. Just start speaking about it in English, right? This is how you will get to know how you have to speak in English on any real life topic or conversations, how you can be a part of any English conversation with your friends, colleagues, or anybody, right? So that is why start speaking on real life topics or real life conversations. This is the best practice according to me, and it has helped a lot of people. I take a lot of sessions, guys, on soft skills and communication skills, and I give this suggestion to them. I come up with practical, sessions also there, speaking sessions wherein I ask them to have a conversation on certain topics or start having a conversation on, real life topics, and they do it. And trust me on this, surprisingly, it has helped a lot of people to speak better English. Right? So that is why this is the right way of practicing English speaking. Make it a point, write it down somewhere, take it as a mantra and start working on it. Definitely, you are going to succeed in your goals. You are going to speak English fluently and confidently in no time, for sure. Point number 3. Now, this is very important. You are consistent. You are practicing on real life situations and topics, well and good. But every time, it's not necessary whenever you are out having a conversation with people, these general topics will come up. There are certain topics which we all speak about when we meet at a gathering or at a friend's place or a business event or a party, right? Like maybe some political situations, some social causes or economical situation or environmental situations, anything. These are certain topics, some topics which come up in our discussion. We talk about films, movies, series, right? A lot of things. AIs, right? Machine learning, etc., etc. Lots of things we talk about. Maybe some software skills, maybe some other skills related to your field, right? We talk about. So these topics are also very important. So what do we do now? That is why we need to be listening to a lot of stuff in English. We need to be updated of what is going on around the world. So the best information source will be news. Watch international news. Watch news which are related to political, social, economical, financial, or sports, or environmental, or professional background. right? So there are different backgrounds or different industries or different stratas, right? Pick up news from there. Start watching news from different sections of the society. Okay, and start gaining knowledge on that, right? It's very simple. Entertainment industry, right? Some Bollywood movie has come, some Hollywood movie has come, some new series has come on Netflix, on Prime Videos, or anywhere else. You should know what is it about. Okay, or if you don't know also, it's fine. There's no harm in collecting information about anything if you don't know also, or if you don't like it as well, right? You can have some decent information about something is really trending in the market. You don't have any interest, but then there's no harm in knowing a bit about it, right? AIs, artificial intelligence. There's a lot of buzz in the world right now. You might not be interested in AI. You don't have to do anything with AI, but there's no harm in knowing about it, right? That is why if you know about certain things, it will be much easier for you to have a conversation with anyone, anywhere, on any topic, anytime. This is what. It's not necessary you have to be master of it. It's just the basic knowledge if you have is well and good. So just try to follow trending or latest news. You can be following Twitter also. On X also, there are lots of things which comes up. But of course, you should know which is fake and which is right. So you have to be very careful. So news sources are the best. You can start watching news. You can start watching about a lot of podcasts on different things. There are lots of variation in podcast also. People from different spheres of life comes and speak about their profession. So start listening to them. Start knowing things, whatever you don't know, whatever you're not interested also, start getting into it and start knowing the basics of it. Nutrition, health, lifestyle, there are lots of topics, guys. You can start exploring those and start listening to it. You don't have to go and search for social news, economical, no. It's just that you have to get a right source of information, right? You can listen to any international news, any national news, which is the right news, from the right medium. Okay, so you will get to know what is trending right now regarding the world. Okay, you can start watching some podcast which talks about different things, right? Which is necessary for us, which is important for us to know. So start searching such kind of things and start implementing it in your life. Start watching that, start gaining knowledge into it, start understanding, basically get an idea of what it is about and start speaking about it. So whenever you are at a party or an event or anywhere out with your colleagues or friends or clients or anybody else, you will have enough topic to start talking about or to start having a conversation with people and to leave an impact on others as well. You need not to be a master of that topic. That is absolutely fine. You should know the basics of it. You should know what it is about. That's it. And then you can have a conversation and people will give you extra knowledge. Maybe if somebody has some more knowledge on it, they can help you out with that. And you can have a conversation on that. So this is another thing which we need to be very aware about. This is also a crucial part of a conversation. So if you master all these three things, definitely you are going to be fluent and confident in speaking in English. But you have to practice on your own first. Start practicing it on your own in this way. And once you start gaining confidence in practicing on your own, start speaking to your friends, start speaking with your family members, whoever you feel that they can speak to you. Start speaking to the world outside. Probably you can go to the mall, you can go to the restaurant, start ordering your food, start booking tickets at the counter, etc. There are lots of ways you can start, speaking to people one-on-one, and then you can start increasing your difficulty level and start speaking with people, with more groups of people, right? Your office, your college, your school, or any public place is a place where you can start speaking to a group of people. Okay, during team meetings, be prepared. You know what is the meeting about, you know the agenda of the meeting. Come up with some questions in English and see how it goes, how you perform there. Go and speak about your question in English. Right, take up that initiative. It is definitely going to help you guys. So take care of these 3 points and nobody can stop you. You will definitely be in that 20% who is going to win, or who is going to achieve the target of speaking fluent English for sure. That is my guarantee. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye and take care.